Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. I appreciate you being here. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us that very first time, welcome as well. It's good to have you. And our topic for you today, it's tips for selling more personal training sessions. Tips for selling more personal training sessions. And now before we get into our topic, just a quick reminder, my focus, my mission here in the channel is I want to be able to provide as much information as I can to as many people as I can, across the globe. And the best way I can do that is when you choose to hit that subscribe button. So if you've not yet done so, take a moment, please subscribe. We appreciate it. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how we can help take your business to that next level, be sure to check out those links below. Now, in an alliance with our topic here today on tips for selling more personal training sessions, I want to point you to our funding and financing section below in the description box. And I want you to take a look at point of sale financing. And this program works tremendous for personal training. And so I'll give you a quick example. If you're selling, say, personal training programs, and maybe it's $1,000 a month, and it's a 6-month program, or it's a 12-month program, or whatever it might be like that, instead of waiting for the customer to pay that every month and receive it on an incremental basis, you can now provide financing for it. Say it's a 6-month personal training package at $1,000 a month. You can actually provide financing for that. This whole process takes maybe 2 or 3 minutes. You can do it at point of sale. Okay, it will give your customer more flexibility in how they're going to pay it. And the big benefit for you, you get your money right now. Okay, you get your money, I think, within 2 days. You would get, your $6,000. You'd get your funding. Okay, so if you're looking to increase revenue and increase it quickly, okay, take a look at our point of sale financing. You can also do this with memberships as well, but we're talking today about personal training a little bit. So take a look at that. I think you'll find it, very beneficial for you. Now, so let's get into our topic here. It's tips for selling more personal training sessions. And this came from a conversation I had recently with someone who was struggling at this, okay? And I'll give you my first tip here on this, is that it's never a deal until it's a deal. It's never a deal until it's a deal. When's it a deal? It's when a person signs their name and they give you money. That's when it's a deal. It's not a sale until then. And kind of what prompted that for me to put that on the list is, I was talking to a trainer recently and they were struggling, and I said, well, how many new clients, how many sales did you make today? He goes, well, I made 2. And we started talking about it, and he really didn't make 2. He had 2 people that said they were going to come back and do it, but those aren't sales. Okay, here's the rule that I follow. If the owner can't spend it, you can't count it. Okay, if the owner can't spend it, you can't count it. It's never a deal until it's a deal. Let's don't get in the habit of saying, oh yeah, I got 3 people today. Well, unless they signed or gave you money, you didn't, okay? Because there's no guarantee you're going to see that, okay? Plus, if you did get that, now maybe we can get a referral from them. So it's never a deal until it's a deal. Give that some thoughts. I know a lot of people do struggle at that. Number 2, follow a process. You need to get yourself a process, and you can search the channel here on how to do that. Okay, we provide that for you here on the channel. But follow a process. One of the problems that so many folks have, not just in personal training, but a lot of things like this, is we just wing it. Okay, and the problem with winging it is usually it's not the right approach. And even if it was working, at some point you do fall into a slump. It's hard to know where to go to fix it because it's not really a process. So get yourself a process, and you want to memorize it. Memorize scripts, memorize processes. But the reason you want to memorize those things is so you're free to be yourself. You don't want to have to be thinking about it. What am I going to say next? What am I going to do next? Memorize it, so now it's just second nature to you. That's kind of the idea. So get yourself a process, follow it. Don't just wing it. You can check out the channel here for other information. I think we have, over 1,500 uploads, here on the channel so far. Number 3 on my list of tips for selling more personal training sessions, use a list of qualifying questions. Have qualifying questions, because what you're trying to do really is find out as much about this person as you can. Okay, because the more you know about them, the simpler it is to solve their problem. And when you're looking at this, I talk about selling more personal training sessions, but define selling. Selling is solving problems for folks. It's providing solutions for them. And so I'm going to ask qualifying questions. How long have you been thinking about, losing the weight? Ever since I got out of college. Where do you think you'd be right now if you'd taken action then? Okay, do you have someone at home that supports you in doing this? Okay, but get yourself a list of qualifying questions, and usually that's going to be in the form of like a needs analysis. And again, you can check the channel here, for more information on that. But again, just keep this in mind. The simpleness of this. Find out as much about this person as you can. And number 4 on my list, and this one here is really fundamental to this. And again, I was talking to someone recently and found out that they weren't doing this. And this was a little bit, why they were struggling. Find out their customers' goals and then why those goals are important to them. Okay? And so you're talking to your potential client, your potential customer. What kind of goals do you have? What are you looking to accomplish? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to gain weight? Do you want to firm and tone? What is it you want to do? And they'll tell you. Okay? More often than not, I want to lose weight. I want to get back into shape. I want to start feeling more confident again. Great, you've got those goals. But now here's the question you want to ask. And Mary, tell me, why is that important to you? Because that's what you need to know. Okay, why is that important to you? You can call it the powerful why. You can call it the super objective. Okay, but why is that important to you? How's that going to change your life if you're able to do that? And maybe it's important to them because they're afraid of going on medication. They have health concerns. They want to be able to stay more active. They want to get back into doing more running or whatever it might be. They want to fit into skinny jeans. Okay, they're getting married in the spring, or maybe they just got a divorce. It could be any number of things. Find out what that is, because ultimately you're finding out what problem do they want solved. So think about that. Think about these 4 things. And again, these came just recently, from a trainer and trainers that I was speaking to that were struggling. And this is what we determined was part of the reason why they were struggling. So if you're in that mode a little bit, or you're trying to help somebody who's in that situation, take a look at these things, and I think they can probably, make a help for you. So folks, again, my name is Jim Thomas. My company's Fitness Management and Consulting. Appreciate you being here at the channel today. And again, my focus, my mission here in the channel is I want to be able to provide as much information as I can to as many people as I can, across the globe. And the best way I can do that is when you choose to, subscribe to the channel. So if you've not yet done so, take a moment. Hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. To learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how we can help take your business that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And then for you folks that are selling personal training, you have personal training studios, you're selling it in your club. This is not restricted to personal training only. It can be to bigger membership packages. But check out our financing and funding links below, where we can help provide point of sale financing. Whole process take about 2 to 3 minutes. We can help provide point-of-sale financing, whereby if you sold, say, a 6-month PT package for $6,000, you can get your money up front, and you can provide a more flexible way, for your customer to buy. So take a look at it. Happy to chat with you about how we can help you on that. Appreciate you being here on the video today. We look forward to seeing you all in the next one.